guys. Welcome to TT's Urban Pantry. I jumped because it looked like the countdown was going to start again and I didn't hit anything. So I was like, what's going on? But welcome. I will wait a second before I start, which is fine because I feel like I've been running around. And if you are in the room, please let me know if you can hear me. I don't want to be talking to myself. Let's put this back a little bit. So I know there's a glare from the light, but nothing I can really do about that. Wait for her to finish. Hi, Anna. Is it Anna? Thank you for joining me today. I don't think I've ever seen you in any of the lives. So welcome. Appreciate you for stopping by. Zone 8B. All right, so I am canning live, and I have made some spicy Creole sauce. And because it needs to cook down at least an hour to get to the thickness that you really want it to, I had to jump the gun and I made it already just because we didn't want to be sitting here waiting. So I have some spicy Creole sauce back there on the other camera, and you can see that's where it is. Nate, can you stir it for me? Thank you. So I've just been stirring it. It's been, I brought it up to a boil, and then it's just been kind of low simmer. I'm going to say for at least an hour and a half now. But the ingredients of that was 2 quarts of chopped tomatoes, 1 large onion, 1 red bell pepper. I used 2 Anaheim peppers and 5 habanero peppers. I also used minced garlic, a little bit of Italian seasoning, balsamic vinegar, cayenne pepper, garlic powder, and smoked paprika. And it tastes so good. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start canning it up and pull my jars out and let you see how I do that. So I've got the canner all ready here, and my jars are in there. They're heated up already. I need some vinegar. So I'm just pouring myself a little bit of vinegar. And I have an assortment of jars and sizes because I wasn't sure what I was going to need. Okay, so I'm going to get started pouring it in here. It has cooked down a lot, so I am not sure we need anywhere near all those jars. try to do a double recipe, but this is the exact recipe as it called for in the book. So you can see how much it actually makes depending on how much you want it to cook down and thicken up. These need to be filled to 1 inch headspace. And I might have enough for this little pint back here. Maybe. All right, so really quick, you can see how it is. That's all we got, you guys. Where's Lydia when you need her to say, down goes Frazier? All right, we good? There we go. So, debubble. I like to give it a wipe and measure. Perfect, perfect, and perfect. Now here's that vinegar I poured earlier. Wipe around those rims. Put our lids on. So I'm going to take these jars out that I don't need, and I'll just let them cool down before I put them back in the pantry. Pressure canner is locked and loaded. Hi, Gina. I did not start early. I feel like my camera has a little bit of a delay. I was gone. I was there for a second. I didn't start the live early, but I did start the recipe early because it was going to take about an hour to an hour and a half to cook down. And ain't nobody got time to just be sitting watching stuff cook down. So I went ahead and started it. That way we can jump right into it and actually look at the canning. But I do have a treat in store because I'm going to make some up for dinner. Here are some jars that I canned 8/25/2020. So once the canner gets going, I'm actually gonna make some up and show you guys how I actually use it. And it won't take long at all. This will be a quick live. I need the full recipe. So as I was making it, I thought, okay, so we've made that hot sauce. I feel like I got a glare right on my face. So I know we made that hot sauce a couple weeks ago, and then we also made the salsa. And I was blending this Creole sauce down, and I was like, this is basically the same recipe that we've done all the other times. We've just really changed the peppers and the seasonings. So you got it. You make sauce, you make this. So the full recipe, I used 3 quarts of tomatoes, and I actually used my canned tomatoes for precise measurements. Then I didn't have to really measure out anything. It says 1.5 cups of a minced onion, and I just use one of those big Costco onions. They're big. 1 diced red bell pepper, 3 Anaheim peppers. I only used 2 Anaheim peppers, and I used 5 habaneros. So 2 Anaheim, 5 habaneros instead of the 3 Anaheim. I wanted a little bit more heat. Then it says 3 cloves of garlic, 3 tablespoons of oregano, thyme, and parsley, but I just used some of my homemade Italian seasoning. Then 3/4 cup of balsamic vinegar. And then you just season with cayenne pepper, salt, paprika, and black pepper, which I did. I didn't put any black pepper in it though. And once that came up to a boil, I just used the hand blender and blended it all down. Recipe. I made the pepper jelly earlier today. And how did you like the pepper jelly? Because I know our pepper jelly is so good. So good. And I know you had commented on the video with the, you found it.
Something burning. Something burning. It's like the bottom of that burning.
It's not burning.
It's candy.
It's candy.
You still making a trail.
It was really good. I added red pepper flakes. I like the red pepper flakes. But I know you had said something about, I can't pronounce it, but the sweet potato squash that you were planting some in the spring. I have something coming up out in the garden. I planted a variety of cucumbers, zucchini, squash, and that particular sweet potato squash. But I did it on the day where it was super hot. Where it was super hot and humid. So I said I wasn't dropping seeds that day. I was throwing seeds. So I don't know what's coming up. I'm hoping it's that. I'm hoping it's the sweet potato squash. You gonna close the drawer? It's right on camera. Let me show you the canner. There we go. The delicata squash. Yes, I hope I have that coming up. Because it's, Gina, you're going to love it. I followed your pepper. Thank you. Hi, Carla from Nashville. Thanks for joining. Welcome to the show. So in the canner, I have some spicy Creole sauce. And as soon as it gets up and going, I have some that I canned last year that I'm going to show you how I use. So I'm going to cook some up for you. But I think you will really like this recipe. We do. But I have to admit, we did eat dinner already. At least they did. I have not. I'm hungry. I made some stuffed peppers, which is what she's chewing on back there. Okay. I'm going to turn this. So until that comes up to pressure, my canner always spits out a lot of steam. So I was just kind of wiping off the sides and everything. I hope so. I've seen a lot on my Instagram from the years. The delicata. We stumbled across that. I don't even remember how. We got it from the Amish market. The Amish market had it. Never seen it before. Just grabbed it. And man. So anytime we see it locally, we always get a bunch because it's so good. I have some peaches I need to can up. I was going to make some more salsa, but I might just can them up sliced. The peach truck will be back tomorrow. So we're going to go back and get another box of peaches because I didn't do everything that I wanted to do with it. I still want to make some marmalade with the peaches, and they was gone. So more peach videos to come. Okay, so what I'm looking for with the canner is for it to come up to pressure. And you can tell because the little knob right here will pop out. And then the pressure will start coming out of here. I'm going to turn mine down. So you see it pop up, and then you can actually see the steam building, coming out of the vent, but it's not a solid stream yet. It needs to be a solid stream to start your timer. The little nozzle just popped up, and it's starting to get more steady. All right, I think it's looking good. I can see it better when I turn around instead of looking on the video. So I'm going to start timer for 10 minutes. Once that 10 minutes is over, I'm going to put my weight on. Yeah. Describe the flavor of the Creole sauce. I want to say it's like a hot sauce, but it's not. It's not like a hot sauce. I don't know how to describe it because the pepper's in it, and then I think the balsamic vinegar adds a completely different taste than just like the pepper. hot sauce. It tastes like Creole sauce. Don't be asking no difficult questions at 9:21 at night. I don't know. I'm not sure what I would compare it to. I feel like that makes sense. I feel like it's the way we eat it is very similar to a etouffee. So the closest thing that I could think of would be like a etouffee, but spicy with the with the peppers and that Creole blend and everything. It's really the closest thing I can think of. So what I'm going to do is I have some shrimp that I'm going to saute in the Creole sauce, and I'm going to put this over some white rice. I have wanted to make some salmon as well. That's what I was wondering. Okay. I wanted to make some salmon as well, but I ran out of time. And then I thought I had the shrimp in the freezer. I'm sorry. Like, I got ate up by mosquitoes. Yeah, apologize. I'm picky. But I thought I had some shrimp in the freezer and I didn't. So then I had to run out and go and grab some. So that took up most of my time. But I had wanted to make like some salmon and asparagus and some rice and mix the Creole sauce with the rice and the shrimp. But I ran out of time. But hold on. Mimi! I got an idea. Can you look in the freezer in the garage and see if we have any of that Maury salmon? We might have some salmon. I got one. None. There's only one in there. There's only one. Okay. So yeah. So can I go to Go. Okay, so hi Lydia. Hi. Mimi said hi. She said, tell her I said hi. This is Morley salmon. We get it at Costco, Morleys. And it's already seasoned and everything. You just need to heat it up. It's already cooked. You just heat it up. So I'm going to make this. So for those of you that have just come into the room, homestand, just one word. Girl, I had the hardest time this last hour. The struggle. I know. For those of you that are just joining, I have some spicy Creole sauce in the canner that I made up. I did make that up early because it needed to cook down. So it cooked down for about an hour and a half, 45 minutes. But I am going to make some up for you as soon as I put the weight on the canner. I'll show you how I make it up. Because it was taking too long. It would have took too long. We would have been up all night watching stuff boil down. What? Okay. Go straight there. Don't be joyriding. And don't be speeding. Hey. Put your seatbelt on. Hey. I was about to say that real quick. Okay, so another couple of minutes. Yeah, Lydia, you good? Everything all right? You just been busy, or do we need to have a conversation later? I'm here. Good and hot. You didn't come late. I had everything ready to go. It was about 5:30. I had everything ready to go, and I was like, let me double check my recipe one last time. And I was looking it over, and it said, boil gently uncovered 1 to 2 hours to desired thickness, stirring to prevent sticking. I was like, we ain't doing all that. How the girls doing? Did I send you a video, Lydia? This person was talking about how they keep their chickens cool in the summertime. I think they get like one of those gallon jars and they lay it on its side and they freeze it. And then they put that in there so the chickens always have like fresh, cold water, something like that. I thought I sent you that video. Hi, Cheryl. I'm spoiled. You got to take me through it. I'm sorry, Jean. It was easy. It was just like the salsa we made. You just put everything together. All right, guys. So it has been 10 minutes, almost 10 minutes, one more minute. And I'm going to put my timer on. And while I'm waiting on that, I'm going to grab my pots so I can show you how I cook this up. All right. All right, so back there, I'm going to start and I'm going to make some rice. I don't know how much rice I even have. And here I have my shrimp, which I am going to cook down in some butter. Have y'all seen this shrimp? My favorite. Favorite. I don't want this butter. All right. So I changed my mind. I want to start with that Creole sauce. Butter in it. Okay. So I want that to boil, and then I'm going to put my shrimp in it. All right, so now I'm going to cover it up and just let that shrimp cook up in it. Chewy. What? No water bath? No, ma'am. We're pressure canning this tonight. Yes. Go back in the chat, see if I missed anything. Yeah, the wild red Argentinian. All right, so the canner is rocking. And starting the timer for 30 minutes. Shrimp's there, do my rice. Lydia was trying to talk about me because I told her I use minute rice. And I still have that salmon that I said I was going to put in the microwave. So I'm going to put this in the microwave for 4 minutes. All right. All I do is open it and put it on a plate and cover it, and in the microwave it goes. Okay. All right. All right. Is that better? Oh, it smells so good. Yeah. So now, really, this is done. This is done. Just need to wait for the rice and the salmon. But that is how I make my Creole sauce, or what I use it for. And it smells so good. I feel like it smells better with the shrimp and everything else cooking than it did when I was making the sauce itself. All right, can you guys see now? I wanted you to see the canner and actually the pot and everything. Okay, we back. Hi, Juan. Hi, Teresa. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. I can't recall ever seeing you two in the chat, so welcome. Open the microwave. Thank you, Lydia. I opened it. Hi, Roz. Okay, I think I greeted everybody. Roz, I do have a jar for you too. I just put everything away today, and I was like, all right, I got to let Roz know that I got a jar for her. So I got you. So on the stove is the Creole sauce. It has some shrimp in it. I also have some white rice cooking up, and I have some salmon going. And I'm going to show you how I put all of that together. Yeah, the shrimp is done. All right. It's not looking good. I know how we can fix that. And the salmon just got done. Yep. salmon to cook for a little bit more. Hi, G Mama. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. This coming up week, Monday through Friday, I will be canning live. Y'all, that's Chewy. He ran into the tripod. Bless his heart. I wonder if I cannot get rid of that glare. But I will be canning live Monday through Friday. I am thinking about going live 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be pressure canning live. I will do some marmalade. And I will also be water bath canning live, a different one every day. So if you haven't, please subscribe and hit the notification icon. That way, when I post that schedule, you are notified and you can make sure you hit the button. That way you know when I go live. Hi, is it Teresa DS? Hi, Teresa. Wait, thank you, Cheryl. It's always something that just won't let you be great. You think you got everything going on. It is something. Like the dog hitting the stand. Here you go. Okay. So this is hot, so I'm going to clear away first before I bring it over. So here's the salmon, and my rice on the stove was looking suspect, so I had to change that up. Okay, so there we go. Creole sauce, rice, and salmon. And you can tell where I was saying the thickness of it. This batch was not very thick, but what I have in the canner is thicker. I feel like they need some color on it. How about that? That better with a little green on it. I need some asparagus to go along with it. There's the shrimp in the Creole sauce and some rice. It's so good. Hi, Ann. It's so good. I'll eat it. I still can't smell it. I'm sorry you can't smell it, Gina. It smells so good. And I feel like as it's blended, because those jars that I opened were from 2020. So I feel like as it's blended, those flavors have really come together. The heat does not slap you in the face like the heat from the one that I just made. And in the 2020 batch, I used more habaneros. So I think once it's all melded together and you let it sit on that shelf, it's going to be fantastic. That's really good, you guys. Really good. It's hot, as in temperature. Like I burned my mouth. But it's not spicy hot. Oh, I don't care. I love spices, Juan says. That's not minute rice. No, because you know what? The minute rice on the stove, I didn't have as much as I thought it was. So there's more water in there than rice. And it looks suspect. So I went and grabbed some basmati rice out the cabinet, which was minute rice. I put it in the microwave. That's Chewy hitting the thing again. You going to eat it? Yeah, I had to taste it, make sure it was good. We get Marcus up here to taste it. But you be saying random stuff sometimes. All right. He's on his way up. Is that your plate? That can't be your plate. We have one more piece of fish. Scoot over a little bit.
What?
Scoot up. There you go. You got me ice cream?
It's chicken. Yeah, it's really good.
Good. Mimi, you want to taste it?
Your sauce?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really good. On my plate.
Real plate.
Yeah.
You had to take it off the camera, Mimi?
Yeah.
Why? You like it? Now she wouldn't eat the Creole sauce before. Now she eating it. So the whole house approves. It's hot in temperature. Where'd you get this ice cream from?
That little shack in Bernie.
Oh, that shaved ice cream.
It's watermelon, butter, and
You know how on the Food Network they always got to eat it and you should add more acid. They say that a lot. So we had to taste it like they do on the Food Network. She needs to be over her food. Ross said you took the whole plate. Where's my plate? We only have one more piece of fish. I make a dish similar to yours. It's a wet rice with shrimp, squid, mussels, clams, perfect for canning. Wow, Teresa, what's the name of it? What you call that? Thank you. So I can look it up. She brought me some shaved ice. So I will go over the recipe again, and it's really easy. And I will even put the ingredients. I'll post the ingredients so you can see how it's done. So 3 quarts of chopped tomatoes, and I just used my canned tomatoes. So you can use canned tomatoes. I just felt like it was easy doing that. What we have here, hi, I am. No name. It was a dish that my mom used to make. It sounds delicious. It sounds amazing. And I know my husband would love that. But for this Creole sauce here, I have 3 quarts of chopped tomatoes, a cup and a half of onions. I just got a really big onion. I did not measure it. 1 red bell pepper. The recipe says 3 Anaheim peppers. I used 2 Anaheim peppers and 5 habaneros. Kodak peppers, and he out. You right. And he was right up under me as I was slicing up the peppers too. So I held a habanero in front of his face because he usually take whatever is out there. He backed out the kitchen. He wasn't having that. But I used 2 Anaheim peppers and 5 habanero peppers. And I had 3 cloves of garlic, and then I seasoned with my own Italian seasoning because the recipe says 3 tablespoons of oregano, thyme, and parsley. So I just used my own. The recipe then says 3/4 cup of balsamic vinegar, and then it calls for cayenne pepper, salt, paprika, and black pepper, which I added all of that. I also added in some ground garlic, some garlic powder. Yep, I added in all of that. It was all chunky, so I let it come up to a boil. And then I took my hand mixer and just blended it till it got to the consistency that I wanted to. Basically until I could not see any more chunks. I didn't want anyone to bite into a chunk of pepper. Hold on. These dogs always getting into something. So once it was blended the way I wanted to, I just let it cook down till it got to the consistency that I wanted it to be. The consistency of what is in the canner is actually thicker than what is on the plate over here. That's a lot of pepper, so it's so good. It's so good, G-Mama. And I just kind of let that, thicken up for about an hour and a half. And then that was right around the time that I went live. So then I canned it. It has been in the pressure canner. Well, I started the timer on the pressure canner at 9:38, and it only needs to can for a half hour. So we're almost ready to take it out. Let's see, does anyone have any questions? This is good shaved ice. I don't know what flavor this is. But it's nice since it's so hot in this kitchen right now. I must rewatch this to get it all right. Is there something you use to make the sauce thick? So with canning, you can't use any type of thickeners. So the only way to really make the sauce thick before the canning process or for the canning process would be to let it cook down and just get thick that way. Now, once you open it up, yeah, I think you could probably make a slurry with cornstarch and do it that way, or use a little bit less sauce and let the rice kind of soak it up that way. They just left it sitting there, so I mean, I'm gonna eat. They both just left it. This is, I know I keep saying that, but I'm not making it up. It's really good. I think you all will be pleasantly surprised. And you know, Gina asked me earlier, like, what does it taste like? How would I describe it? I really think the closest thing to it is like a etouffee sauce, something like that. I don't really, it's so, I don't know, I can't describe it. It's so unique. And even though it's a tomato base, it doesn't taste like a tomato base type product. It's really good. So Lydia asked, why did we have to pressure can it? Lydia, the only reason that I can think that you had to pressure can it is because of the amount of ingredients. So we're using 3 quarts of tomatoes, which we know tomatoes sit kind of right on the edge between low acid foods or high acid foods. We're also using 1.5 cups of onions, a diced pepper, 3 peppers, and we're only using 3/4 cup of vinegar. So the only thing that I can think of is, although we're using vinegar, that vinegar is not providing the right amount of acids it would take to kill off everything successfully if we water bath can it. So we're going to pressure can it to make sure it gets to that temperature in order to kill everything off, so it's safe. So I want to compare this to another recipe. Hi, KK. I trust you because the salsa and the pepper jelly we made were both so good. I'm going to make the barbecue sauce. Can it up. I want to I lost my train of thought. I was thinking about what you said, Gina. I think that you would also really enjoy like the vegetable soup or the beef vegetable soup. I know we do. I know I do. What am I looking for? Oh, I wanted to see the sauces. I just wanted to see how the ingredients compared, especially the amount of vinegar. So I'm gonna look up the salsa recipe.
I was gonna say that's what I will be doing both.
Lydia wants to know, how was the jelly? There we go. Okay, another couple of minutes and that canner is done. Okay, so I found the salsa recipe and I lost the Creole sauce recipe because I lost my train of thought. But the salsa recipe, it has 3/4 cup of red wine vinegar in this. And this is called the spicy tomato salsa. But in addition to that, you would also add the citric acid. So I would imagine that with that amount of it was correct with that amount of everything. It's just not enough vinegar. It's a lot of vinegar, but it's not enough to make sure that it's being acidified enough to make it safe for water bath panning. I found a new store that had a ton of canning supplies. Snatch them up. Enough said. Snatch them up. It was bomb and went with my pork chop. I bet it was. Is black beans in that book? Let me see. I know they usually use beans, just like beans, but I want to see if it specifically says black beans for you. Succotash is in here. Okay, I'm page 111. I'm getting the collection together. I am using Ball Blue Book Guide to Preserving. And look, I got tabs on it. It's water damage. I'm missing pages out of it. I got notes all in it. Me and this book. Okay, Lydia, your black beans. I forgot as I take a bite of rice and shrimp. It said beans or peas dried. Then underneath it says cranberry, chickpea, Great Northern, kidney, pinto. The black beans should be in here anyway. I know what we gonna do. Give me 2 minutes until this timer goes off. The timer in my head. That's a well-seasoned book. It's got that point. I don't even know how long I had this book. I don't even know how long I had it, but I mean, me and this book, we go back. Okay, so in 1 more minute, we are going to take the pressure canner off of that eye. Do people still call them an eye? Is that like the real term for it? That's what my grandma called it. But we're going to take it off of that one. I'm going to actually pick it up and move it because it's an electric stove. So that means that eye is going to stay hot for a while. So I need to move it so it doesn't continue to process. I want to do some black beans this week. Yes, yes, it is called the eye. Okay, so I'm going to take my Creole sauce, put it over here. Turn that on. So I picked it up and moved it. The top does not come off until this goes down and no more steam comes. Like this does not rock. It has no more steam built in it. You will know because this will go down. I just want to put this away real quick. Lord have mercy. Chew it. I can't. I can't. We turning that one off. We turning that one off. The dogs think that it's Christmas or something over there and they just knocking stuff over. But I'm gonna put this in here. And it's the little dog too, y'all. Kodak not even in here. It's Chewy, the one that's roaming the kitchen like he ain't ate. I'm just gonna sit in here for a while. Just shut it down. We done. Okay, so I want to go to the National Center for Home Food Preserving and see what it says about beans. Because I have a feeling that Ball is not giving me the full story on the beans. Down goes Frazier. I said that earlier. That's not the first time something has fallen over. You had a dog named Chewy? I mean, I love my Chewy, but sometimes he's just oblivious, and you get so frustrated with him. Like, Chewy, just stop. Okay, so let me know if you can see this. This is the National Center for Home Food Preservation. And I look at it anytime I have any questions on canning. This is my jam. Lord have mercy. I just can't today. Okay. So it has multiple methods of preserving your food. And each little section is loaded with information, but I'm going to go over here to can. And down to vegetable and vegetable products. Did you hear any of that? I was just a chit-chatting. I saw beans. I want to try it. Oh, were y'all talking about the fruit leather? fruit leather on the dehydrator right there. I just turned it off right before I went live because the sound, it's constantly rolling. But yes, it is like a fruit roll up. I'll let you guys see it. So these are semi done. It's not like it's not done yet. But this is strawberry and applesauce. And I have a video for those once they finish. And then one of these trays I had some extra left over. So it's blueberry. It's good. Actually, Gina, you asked how is it? It's really good. We went to Trader Joe's today, and that was my first time at a Trader Joe's. But they had some fruit leather. And I looked at the ingredients, and it was like all natural, nothing added. It was not a fruit roll up. It was real fruit leather. And I killed mine in the car. I don't even think we were out of the parking lot before mine was done. I beat Mr. to it. I bet his is still like in his car and everything, but I ate mine. 2 came in a pack. But it's really good. It's all natural. Like I said, that's just some strawberries that I pureed, and I used applesauce because I was following the recipe, and the recipe said applesauce. The applesauce, even though I used unsweetened applesauce, I feel like the applesauce kind of gave it just has a more natural, sweeter taste. You know, sometimes strawberries can be not bitter, but just bland. So it tastes really good. It tastes really good. So I did do a quick video on that. And when it's done, I'll show you how I take the fruit leather off and cut it up and, you know, section that and everything so that we can all eat off of it for a while. But it does not have the taste of a fruit roll up. It's not, tart, exactly. It's, you know, not a commercial type brand. This is something that you make in your house. So of course the taste is going to be a little bit different. But if you're looking for something that's all natural, it doesn't have a lot of sugar or sweeteners in it. You can also add honey to it if you are looking for a little bit more a sweeter taste. But I didn't add anything to it. Apples, strawberries. So that's all that was in that. But it was really good. So the canner, I can still hear it back there. This little thing is melting everywhere. But blueberry Tia, we must talk. Okay, Raz. Lydia, I feel like my camera cut off, so I'm not sure how much you were able to see when I went over to the National Center for Home Food Preserving. But I was talking. Y'all just didn't know I was talking. But I was showing you the beans and everything, what it said. So let me know if you want me to hop back over there and show you what I saw over there. You can have it if you want, or you can take it down to Marcus, see if he wants it. So you're not gonna see if Marcus wants it? You gonna eat it?
I don't know about the salmon.
You don't like the salmon?
I'm trying it.
That's the
Mama! How many people? You only have 7 people watching?
uh-huh.
Did you have more earlier?
I think so.
Do more people usually watch your live?
I don't know, Mimi.
I'm sorry, too.
So Chewy knocked over the stand and it fell on the hot eye. You can give Kodak that salmon skin.
So it don't work no more?
It's fine. So I'm just kind of waiting right now for the pressure canner to go down. You can see that finished product of it. You ate half of it and now you're going to give it to Marcus. Why don't you fill it up with some more rice and some more shrimp? She really ate half of it. And said she was going to give it to Marcus. The rice is in the corner over there and I put the shrimp in the container.
I'm getting full.
What?
I'm getting full.
Maple syrup would make a good sweetener. Yes, I completely agree it would. But I think anyone that has a dehydrator, try the fruit leather. It is really good. And you can do it from I'm trying to think what else could you do it with. Do I make zucchini bread? And if so, have I made it in the bread maker before? No and no. I have never made zucchini bread. I don't know why. I guess I always felt intimidated by it. I feel like Lydia has made zucchini in the bread maker. I feel like I remember seeing Lydia and Naya do a video in the bread maker with zucchini. What?
That's good.
Good. Take it and go. Move it from right there.
I'm not going to eat this salmon.
Yeah, but you need to move it from right there.
What do you want to do with it?
Put it back where you got it from. Oh, put it in the microwave.
Why is there a spoon in the microwave?
To leave the door open. Actually, take it down to Marcus. Just take it down there. Lydia, she's asleep.
Ooh, get it, babe.
No home training. I am looking, and another page is coming out of my book. I was looking to see if there's any recipes for the fruit leather in here. No. At least I don't see any. Not in this book. My zucchini was, it is, my zucchini was produced well, so I need some ways to use it. On the counter back there. We always liked zucchini chips. I feel like you need a lot of zucchini to actually get a good amount out of it. But I know we always liked zucchini chips. Those were good, but I never used it on the bread machine. I don't know why. I feel like, I don't know why I just never did. Page 165. How'd you even... Yes. I looked up leathers and there was nothing. So all it says is fruit leather is pureed fruit, which is dried and rolled into a chewy fruit taffy. Apples, apricots, berries of all kinds, cherries, nectarines, peaches. Ooh, Gina. I lost my place. Pears, pineapple, and plums make excellent fruit leathers. Be sure to remove excess seeds from berries, which I did not. Bananas are wonderful blended with other fruits for a smooth, naturally sweet finished product. Fresh fruit in season has the best flavor. However, do not overcook canned or frozen fruits, which may be used any time of the year. Pack dehydrated fruit leathers or pieces in home canning jars or vacuum seal package. That's all it's got. I'm looking up peaches and recipes with fruit leathers. I think that would be a good idea. So I'm just looking at the instructions. Just wash fruit, peel if necessary, then puree, add a little bit of water if you need to thin it out. Add a tablespoon of honey or corn syrup if the fruit is too tart, if you desire. Spices and flavorings can be added. Fruits that oxidize should be heated to 190 and allowed to cool before processing or before proceeding. Cover drying trays with a heavy food grade plastic wrap or use a specifically designed sheet. And then just dry at 135 until fruit leather feels pliable and leather-like. That's gonna be good. Do you have to lay it out on parchment paper in the dehydrator? I did not, but we have the specific fruit leather trays. Let's see if I can show you. So here's my dehydrator tray. And this is a fruit leather tray. So if you look underneath, it has no holes and it goes right into the regular tray. Otherwise, you could use parchment paper or what did it say? You could use something. Mine didn't come with it, but my mister wanted he wanted the fruit leather, so he ordered. He was like, here, do it. All right. It has been an hour and a half. I will see if Amazon has them. Yes, that's where we got it from Amazon. What kind of dehydrator do you have, Gina? Waiting for Gina to answer. And I know there is a little delay with StreamYard, but I'm not going to keep you guys too much longer. It's been an hour and a half. I don't know. Elite. Let me see what they look like. Meat Gourmet. Ooh. Ah, I have seen those. They make everything look so pretty. Everything's like laid out perfectly in there. Mine don't ever look like that. It'll never be that pretty. It's around similar. Yeah, I'm looking at yours. But you have an actual temperature gauge. If I'm looking at the same one you have, I don't have a temperature gauge. Mine gets plugged in, it comes on, it gets unplugged, it goes off. I wish I had a temperature gauge or something, a high or low or something. Mine either. Okay. Well, I am not going to keep you. I was hoping that would pop down so we can take a quick peek, but it hasn't yet. But no, actually, I'm gonna grab my planner. All right, I had to get my planner because I wrote it all down in there, and yes, it does. I wrote it all down in there because I knew I wouldn't remember. But Monday, this coming up Monday, the 25th, I'm going to can some green beans. So we went to the Amish store this morning, and I feel like they have the best green beans. Ooh, it just went down. But they have the best green beans. So Monday, I'm going to can some green beans. Tuesday, I am doing pickles. So I also got a bushel of one just popped of cucumbers. On Wednesday, I am canning corn. On Friday, I am doing a marmalade. I'm sorry, on Thursday, I'm doing a marmalade. And on Friday, I actually changed it. I think Friday I'm a can of meat. We're gonna do some type of meat canning, and because canning the meat is an hour and a half, we probably won't go through the entire process start to finish, but we'll do some type of meat. So I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Like I said, I will post something so you know exactly what time I go live. I want to try and make sure I don't interfere with any other lives. So it might vary day to day, but I look forward to seeing you. And thank you all for joining and watching today. Bye-bye.